Hello everyone, welcome back. Just as we're starting off, I am going to be replacing Bolson in this union just for the time being. I don't know if it might be a permanent replacement, it might not be. But I'm going to replace Bolson with, not Ro, but Darian, our new party member. We gain in every stat by a fair bit, all things considered. At least 2 in every stat. 6 in attack. And we're going to be starting a quest today. We're going to be talking to a Knight of Malfina again. So this is interesting. Oh, I'm so rushed now, huh? Okay, Roberto can have a piece of my time. But that may not be all that we do today. Letting Roberto have a piece of our time, we may have a talk with some other people. Someone who you just saw, for instance. Okay, missing members of the Order, Forest Maiden leading their aid. Very advanced empathic abilities, okay. Oh, she's bound to a man named Neo. The Chosen One? I don't actually know that movie for references properly. I think you can actually hire Neo after this quest. Spoiler, he's not dead. Oh. Well, that's some interesting stuff going on. It's shiny. There's ever falling water, blind plants and falling water. By the God Emperor, it must be the cavern to the southwest. Sebena. Okay, so can we go? Okay, let's talk to Roberto. He's the man of the plan. Yes. Lord Captain? Or something like that? Lord Commander. That must be it. There's no wall here though. Oh. Clue to the knights. Okay. Okay, so where is it? Oh, southwest Sabena. We've gone up there in the north. This thing must stretch a long way. It does. This is a side note. It really does. Okay, let's go. And we begin we begin the disappearing nights. Before we begin our quest for doing another thing, and we're on the 4th path. I believe we unlocked this or the 5th. Through the errant Knights of the Order should be this way. Let's make haste. Moss covered key. Ah yes, you can't proceed past certain points in these caves unless you have items. Right. No map. No need to get into a fight straight away. I believe I can be sneaky.
Come
and
on
use
out.
a diving point. Look at his leaping skills.
Okay, later.
Look at that jump. Just watch. He's kind of awesome, isn't he? I just wish, like, you could eventually get him to the point where he's just a fighting party member or something. Just like drilling into people's skulls or something like that. Kind of morbid, but you know.
Come on out. Okay, later.
Actually, I think you can get him also in the 7. Oh, which way is it? That way leads to a door, so it's that way. So first we're going to go the way that doesn't lead to a door. Logic. Or is this the I don't think this is the correct way. I never know though, so I could be completely lost. Ah yes, here's something. Might be a map, might be other stuff, it's other stuff. And there's nothing down here other than the treasure chest, so let's be on our way. Back to that door we saw. Now if only Rush would learn to step more lightly and not attract enemy attention. That'd be kind of hilarious. Except I'm not attracting enemy attention. This is weird. Okay, we open this door and there's some stairs and some guys. So because it's probably going to be a fight, we're going to save here. In one of our very early save slots from... Oh, and there's a Azadaha, or whatever that is. Oh, it's Neo, Vineri, and Lucora. Yep, your commander. See, Lord Commander. Oh yes, I forgot. Neo's the frickin' Yama. Yeah. Take that in for a second. What this all actually would mean. Though some of you may or may not get that. Oh, and the bridge gets blown out by some dick. Really? We could probably jump that. That's where you're wrong. You'll find out why he's wrong later. But yes, these paths interconnect and will eventually lead us to our salvation. Or a teleporter. Except if you take that, I'm pretty sure that it's you failed the quest.
Okay, later.
But I still find it hilarious that it's there, and I think up ahead is our fight. Just so that we don't have to go through that cutscene again. No, we have to fight these guys, okay. Really? You should know better. Zeal? Oh, really? But just Hypnos. I mean, I'm planning to fight Prometheus soon. Between my side quest videos, just like after my side quest videos and before I go to the Nest of Eagles. And there's 3 unions of them. Oh yeah, we have Caustic Blast now, which is awesome. So, the thing about Caustic Blast is it attacks over an area of space. Not necessarily just a union or a unit. So it can hit multiple unions, and that means we can just... Actually, potentially, you can end a fight like this in one move. Doesn't happen often, but it does happen occasionally. Yeah, we've got to switch back on those guys, and Mighty Ball wins there, yep. Let's see how this goes.
Stop them here! Are you even trying?
Oh, come on. We could have taken them out without getting hit once.
Pagus!
And Pagus gets knocked out instead. And they get flank attacked. This is a bit ridiculous due to ridiculousness. You could have attacked the other guys, you know. Oh, well, you're a distraction. An overly buffed distraction, but a distraction nonetheless.
How you like that? How's that?
So...
Strike at their flank!
Yeah. Okay, this is going swimmingly.
These
we'll finish them
opponents
off,
are not to
and
be
these guys will try to
underestimated.
bring them back. Yeah. Ay. What? This is getting a bit ridiculous. Things like dodges.
Come now.
It's really
you're
annoying
holding
when
us
it's
back.
on your more powerful attacks. It's just like, yeah, you missed everything. Let's bring these guys back so that they can be of some use.
Take care of yourself this
You're a
time.
lifesaver.
But instead, we're
Calm
going to go
yourselves and fight!
him attacked by a whole bunch of enemies. But that's okay, he's a distraction. You guys survive.
Everywhere we go, slime like you are creeping around.
They'll attack with combat arts. And they will attack with combat arts. Screw the survival of the ally. Just let him die. That's a bit harsh. But even if... well... I won't say too much. Because I say too much as it is, anyway.
When you hit, you really hit.
Nah, not really. These guys aren't that hard hitting. So as usual,
There's still plenty of power left in these old bones.
See
how would I
that?
describe it?
I'm constantly
Stumble
growing
my
stronger.
way through it. Yeah, as usual, I stumble my way through a fight. Blindly. The Hypnos look really weird when they're beaten like this. Smart man making a strategic withdrawal. Now which way are we actually supposed to go? I can't recall. Okay, we don't have the map, but this could be the map, and this is not the way to go. Nope. Ah! This stuff, I know what this is for. It's all for stuff. Well, it's all for crafting very special items that we're not gonna make anytime soon. Ah, balls. I am just gonna check something really quickly. Well, I'm gonna reload to just before that fight and get back to this point, but I'll see you then. Okay, just as a side note, I did that battle a second time and I finished
There's
it in one turn.
still plenty of power left in these old bones.
Oh, it's not far to where we were. Right, back to where we were. There's the Staff of Remembrance, which we don't want. If I recall correctly from what I just looked up, we want the book, the belt, and something else. I might be wrong about that. And I'll actually see how many of them I can get and when I can get them. Because it might be sooner than I think it is. And it may make some things valid. Ah, yeah, we're in the final fortress. This is a special area that connects the ends of this place together.
Come on out.
Oh, and we found the deck ruin morsel. More digs. I believe that gets us to 14.
Okay, later.
Yeah, 14. 14 in a treasure chest. Scholar Band, which boosts evocations and boosts intellect. Mermaid French. That's a gemstone. An Age Spear. More age stuff. You'll find a fair bit of age stuff down here. And that makes sense when you think about how old this place is and Well, the items you get from the age stuff makes sense when you think about who built this place. I wonder if we can see that. There might be something really interesting to see down here. Oh yes, there is! This big thing. You may want to remember this for later. That's obviously a remnant, so what could it be? But here we have a treasure chest. Right, there we... Oh, void intruder. Fuck that shit. Fuck that noise, fuck that noise. I'm out, I'm out. If I recall correctly, rares down here are not to be taken lightly. They'll tear your pants apart. And tear your butt open. Something like that anyway. And we still have no map. But don't worry, we'll find our way out of here soon enough. Sooner or later, one of the two. Let's not bother trying to find too much stuff in here. Let's just go down the slope. The quick exit is our exit. Exploring these places can come later, when we have the real reason to. In other words, after we kill a certain monster.
Come on out! Okay,
Get some
later.
stuff. That's not bad. Let's focus on a southerly direction because I believe that gets us out of here. Somehow it's always intuitive about these caves how to get out. Just follow the... There's sort of like a flow to them. There's a way that feels right for getting out. Don't know how to describe it other than that. And here we have another door. Alright, I believe this door is blocked if you try to enter the 5th path. We are in the 5th path, right? Yeah. No, it's not. Oh, I'm just mistaken then. Oh, we now go to the world map. This means we come out somewhere near Ryosha. Yep. Thank you. We'll get to it. Vengeance and justice are very different. Yeah, that's true. Honor is unimportant. If you've seen Game of Thrones, you know that. Not our reputation, but our people. Yeah. It can be discussed later and we get a reward. Money. And there's the disappearing knight's done. Now I believe we're going to do another quest. And this is the reason... Well, it's not really. I want you to use Mystic Arts. This is the reason I've actually haven't... Well, it's not the reason, but it's the reason I'm now not changing, if I go to the Union board, them out of the Vanguard formation. Because we're going to be facing a certain type of enemy that the Vanguard formation helps against. Let's go in. Here. And talk to Pargus. I do a quest I really actually quite like. An old school friend, huh? Those two in Sibal met in a seminar studying ancient civilizations, okay. Well, Pargus is the scholarly type. He's the university guy. Except more of an old school university guy than us. these days, because yeah, university's a bit weird compared to how universities have changed a lot. I think in education in general, everywhere has changed a lot. Oh, this famous Remnant said to have granted miracles to the people of the Old Kingdom. Well, I wouldn't be surprised if they were called miracles back then. They could just be, nowadays, since Remnant culture is so ingrained in people, they could just be normal, everyday things. Well, if it's there, let's take a look. Yeah, sounds cool. Let's check it out. Kitty as a schoolgirl, huh? Now we have to go to Ryosha, I believe. Otherwise I'm completely lost. All that texture load and I love it. I don't actually, but you know. Not every game's perfect. And this game's not exactly new either. The fourth path opens in near Malphia. The fifth path is there. So you see, we crossed that body of water there by going underground. Pretty sweet. And this thing stretches all the way up to here, and I think there's some entrances around here, this area. Yeah. And then there's the other entrances, but let's go to Ryosha. Well, they won't be in the castle, so they've got to be here somewhere. And you might remember something. I may not have I may have actually cut that. I don't know if I cut that out of a video or not. I could have, for all I know. I talked to someone in the guild that mentioned a rock-eating monster. I believe it's this quest that becomes important in. Sybil. Those crow feet and that giant yap. Oh yeah, biggest discovery of the century? Cool. Maddox, you ruin everything. That was mean. Yeah, we've got some pretty elite guys here. I mean, they're Quitzy and all, but they're pretty elite Quitzy. And are they drinking all of that? Remnant that takes the form of a 7-colored light, so it's a rainbow remnant. Okay, that could have just been drugs. Or lack of oxygen, or too much methane. After all, mining's dangerous. Did you have a pigeon with you in case, you know, there were poisons? Did you have a special lantern in case there was methane and things could go haywire? You sure you weren't just confused by all that? Huh. Right. Maddox agrees with me. How old are they again? If memory serves me right, they're probably in their 80s. Considering that Quitzy live longer than humans. Why do they have 640 years specifically? Normally you wouldn't have something that specific. Like, you wouldn't normally have 2 digits. You wouldn't normally have 2 digits of accuracy. Well, at least not those, not tens and hundreds. Maybe just hundreds, or hundreds and thousands. But not tens and hundreds. Oh yeah. Then call me the Cleaninator. Okay, more than gun time. They haven't won once. Ah, we're special. We can break things, and the rainbow bond begins. And we're on the 4th path. Oh no, 5th path, sorry. That's connected. So, I'm gonna save right here because I cannot, for the life of me, remember. And well, this boss could kill me fairly easily. It could all go wrong. We'll actually see if I'm right about what I seem to recall. I don't have a map, so I can't be like, okay, that's where I need to go on the map, or anything like that, but I can take a rough guess. Alright. And these two follow along. Silly old men. Now which way am I supposed to go? I'm actually turned around quite a bit. This way? Oh yeah, it's this way. If I'm completely wrong, then I'm completely wrong. This way? No, not this way. This way? I could be so far off the mark that it's not funny. It's happened before. It actually happens a fair bit. And you guys should know by now. I get stuff wrong. I get lost. Yeah, this doesn't seem right. No, this seems right to me now. As you take this turn, I'll save here. And I think just up ahead is where it's at. Either that or I'm just going... Nope, I'm right. Yes, it would be astonishing considering we haven't found it. Speaking of, perhaps baby isn't quite the correct term. Yeah, I don't think it is. That doesn't look like a baby. Agreed. Lava Fender's blistering howls. Yeah, especially if you're a Quitzy when you're like half the height of everyone else. They come to save Pargus and Pargus saves them. But we have a guest union with us as we take this thing on. The Ancient Dragon? Ah, this is the Ancient Dragon. I confused it with something else that you fight at a different date. Oh well. Anyway, this is the Ancient Dragon. And anyway, let's just get on with this. We'll try to take it on. We'll start with a full-out assault. Hopefully, Civil and what's his name distracted, so that we can. Well, yeah, this thing is Blaster, which is actually really damaging because it does stuff like that. Paralyzed. Yes, these two attack it, so we will have someone. Oh yeah, and they've got 4,000 HP. They're tough as balls. I wish they had that much HP just from their actual HP.
Oh!
3k damage. Not as much damage, but...
Smash him from the sides!
Hey, these guys get the flank attack. And we'll probably get 2 actions off. Looking on if we get this right.
I meant to do that!
Maybe not, no, but we get quite a bit of damage off.
Looks like we're up against
I believe it has about the same HP as what's it called? I believe it has the same HP as the other dragon we fought them. You know, the Royal Guard guy, the man something Skylo guy. Yeah.
I will.
These guys will back off and heal. Yay, this is gonna work out just as I hoped. And if this all goes perfectly, this could be not just an attack. Oh, they're silenced. They must be silenced.
Here you go.
Restorative herbs. Yep, that's all sweet. Taking damage. And we can flank. Just to build our morale. Because it's probably for the best if we focus on building morale if we can. Not to mention we can get off moves for free this way.
It can't end like this.
And not the worst that's happened. They can strike from the side still. They can bring them back. Yeah, it's perfect. These guys will take a bunch of damage, but they don't get any status ailments. And we maintain a bunch of stuff by attacking from the sides and healing them. Which is great, because they have a lot of HP to be healed. Now we can do some damage. Meanwhile, bringing back our allies.
Ow! Hey! Take care of yourself this time.
Having that auto, like, absolute flanking is great. So as long as someone's engaging the enemy, they're flanking. No, you guys heal the others. You guys strike from the sides. And you guys keep your HP up. Yep, this should work out for the best.
Oh!
Yeah, so these two generals aren't pushovers, but this monster's no pushover either. If I recall right, it's about 90,000 HP, so... Oh well. And we can flank attack it. And we do minimal damage, but hey. These guys can't exactly do much. They're just here to take hits. And they're gonna go down. Ooh, that was nasty. Anyway, while I'm making sure all my gear's charged, we'll have Dave bring people back. And hopefully the generals can hold this guy off. Oh, he's only using Art Sap, that's not that big a deal. Art Sap doesn't do any actual damage, so we're sweet in that regard. We lose a bit of morale though. But survival is more important than morale. I mean, morale is related to survival, but you know, you gotta take what you can get. We could go for turn it around or bring them back. Let's go for turn it around and have these guys bring them back. Because... yeah.
That's nothing. You can do it!
These guys should deal way more damage than
What's this?
the other guys. And we're constantly hitting with pretty powerful abilities. Very cool. Blast is percentage-based damage. And it's straight up copied from a Final Fantasy move.
Wait, somebody took me out?
You'll be fine now.
So, wait, I just realized this thing's just basically a giant corral.
Ugh.
Dave's you went down and I forgot to actually turn on a switch. Yeah, we wanna bring them back. We want them to turn it around, yeah. Let's do this. And those guys can be brought back as well. Bringing people back is what we do. Just because we're not very good at doing anything else. When you're not good at surviving, just focus on bringing people back to life.
Not bad.
The tank and spank method actually works in most games. The good old tank and spank method. They'll bring someone. Oh no, they'll try to turn it around, and they'll bring the other guys back, and they'll try to turn it around again. So we can get lots of arts off in this fight.
Not bad.
Deal a lot of damage quite easily.
Steady there!
Take pretty good hits and survive. Hopefully landing all my hits will get me extra damage, or maybe even better. Besides, I think it's building Union morale. And we can heal these guys up quite a bit. Yeah, they're already back at like 3000 HP. And Dark Rift will probably kill someone. Oh, 2 someones actually. Yeah, let's hope this works. Yes, they take the fight. So that we don't have to. And Maddox blocks a dragon. Just this little Quitzy versus a dragon. It's just like,
You're a lifesaver.
Nah, back off, mate. They will bring those guys back, while these guys charge headlong in. As risky as it may seem.
Don't mind it. Keep
You
going.
are right.
Constantly bringing people back. That's the way fights go. You actually do this quite a lot. And I kind of hope that we get the remedy spell for this.
Oh!
Oh, and it's glowing red. We can't use physical arts because we're paralyzed, which sucks. But it happens. And Dark Breath happens too.
Damn it!
But it goes surprisingly well. No one's actually dead yet. And these guys can use Slice and Dice. Slice and Dice. And they can heal themselves. And the dragon can do Diddly Squat. Diddly Squat, That's one I don't use very often.
Here.
Yeah, so you can see dragons are pretty tough fights. But you play it smart and you can generally survive them fairly well once you get to this point of the game. Or at least with these early dragons. Oh, sorry about that, just some technical errors. It happens on my end quite a bit. Yeah, they're dead. They're dead. But save them no matter what, yeah? That should bring them back, and you guys can turn it around. Yeah, you might be able to finish it, actually. I doubt you guys can hang in there, so... Charge! I send them to their dooms. They didn't even die from the poison.
I have you now!
Yeah, wait, 25,000 HP-ish at midpoint, so yeah. It's pretty close to death, based on, well, not midpoint, but, you know, the red flashing. Quarter health. Was that, is that quarter? No, it's 30%. Sorry, I confused things there. yeah, we just take damage this time, which is better than what happened last time.
What's this?
So
Father.
we take a bit of damage, but it's okay. We have people for bringing back the dead. Yes, we have people with that job specifically, and they're fairly well qualified. I mean, they can use the tincture or whatever it's called.
Stand, soldier.
Vivification herbs. That's what they can use. Lots of people, lots of healing, lots of dying. This is what happens in dragon fights. Well, for now anyway. And then you get hit by blaster. That was a weak blaster. Ooh, cutting lunge too, that's nice. Every upgrade to a move is nice, what am I saying? We could use acoustic blast. Yeah, let's do that. It's not going to serve much actual purpose, but let's do it. That's probably better. More art's being used. You guys try to stay alive. Hell, if everyone survives, we're gonna get a flank attack. Or you'll just be dead. One of the two, Mr. Dragon.
Who are you?
You haven't landed a single hit, Mr. Dragon. Are you having a bad day? Everyone has a bad day, Mr. Ancient Dragon, but this is going to be your last bad day. You want to know why? Well, you're going to die, so it's going to be a bad day, but it's going to be your last one.
How's that?
What are you doing?
Well, that's rather
Stand up,
rude.
keep fighting!
Hurting my unions? Yeah, I'm gonna
Great
focus on
job!
survival. Oh, and they just smack him to death. Thank you, guys. You did a great job.
I hope I've grown stronger
the
than
glory
what?
of Athlum.
Ooh,
A
Spark
new
5.
mystic art. What
Actually,
a
getting an
glorious
art up to
day.
5 is really valuable because Spark 5, it's cheap and it's pretty powerful. So, yeah. Of course they did, they're stubborn as all hell. Maybe he was right. Well, too bad, Sable. That's the way of life. Kind of a miracle in itself. Yeah. And we're gonna get treated to dinner, which means we're just gonna get our quest reward. And what do you know? A rainbow light. Wink wink, nudge nudge. Oh yeah. Experience is important as book knowledge, yep. Yeah. He's kind of reckless, but hey. No problem. He's in good hands. I mean, maybe. No, not really. He's probably going to go down and battle a lot. Like everyone else. No problem. And we get another Salia. That might be the last one. I'm not sure. But I believe that if we go into the guild here, there's something we can do now. Specifically, I believe that there's someone we can hire. Who could we hire, you ask? Well, Maddox, of course. And he's a mage type. If we look at him, he's ex-Celipalaean general, once shared a vision with Pargus, real chatterbox of an old man. And he has magic arts, so yeah. Let's hire him. Did we complete any guild tasks? No, but that's okay. Because we're only slowly becoming broke. And he's just sitting out here, if you want to talk to him. But that's going to be all for now, so I've been Akinov. Good night. In next episode, I think I'll show off a certain thing. The certain thing just happens to be the ultimate grind spot in the PC version of The Last Remnant. I'll see you then. I may also go rare hunting, but hey, we'll see about that.